Ding, 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 there's the light. It says that we're on the air and live, but I'm waiting for the green. There it is. Got red light, green light. What are you going to say? Guys, this is Max, my last day of the work week, Thursday, and it is 6:59 p.m., sort of, kind of Mountain Daylight Time, sort of, kind of. And it's the year 2025. It's the last day of July, July the 31st, and we're going to get into two more chapters of The Darkening. The Darkening is a book written by Rob and Laura Petrie. It's kind of funny when you figure they lifted those names from the Dick Van Dyke Show. Anyway, I can see why they're anonymous authors. This book does tend to upset people. Let's get started with chapter 28, Communists and How Communism Has Changed the Way We Think. The 10 steps toward the brink. This is step 4, poisoning the well of justice. Come on, everybody knows we don't have a justice system. We have an injustice system. It's a frickin' joke. The world looks at us. Even Indonesia laughs at us. There's no justice in the land. We have a multi-tiered judicial system that is designed to protect the rich, the famous, or dangerous minorities. It cracks down hard on the non-Negro middle class. Hell, when Joe Lunchbox, our typical middle class, non-Negro worker, commits any crime, you may rest assured his punishment will exceed that of the rich, famous, or downtrodden Negroes and illegal aliens. No, they're going after you, the biggest enemy of our justice system. The people they want to nail the most are male, white Christians. Boy, they got it in for it's another matter. Anyway, this is a case of special rights for special people. Yes, special rights for special people. We watch a movie actor or a professional athlete. The guy gets busted again and again, each time for possession of large quantities of cocaine. Hell, when you've got as much as they've had, you could easily press for possession with intent to distribute. They've got that much. So Joe movie star, Joe basketball player, whatever the hell, had a party. Got high, got drunk. He and his other rich and famous guests were released with no cash bail. Of course, you don't ask for bail for these guys. They're famous. They're rich. After each arrest, the celebrity is sent to a country club rehabilitation center, a little hospital with at least 9-hole golf course, probably 18, and they spend 6 weeks in therapy, relaxation, getting better. And when they leave the facility, they walk right into multi-million-dollar movie deals or lucrative contracts with a sports team. Yeah, that's America. You let it happen to you or me, there is no rehabilitation. No rehabilitation center, no hint at it. But there is a minimum of 5 years in the can in a neighborhood, a neighborhood that looks like hell because it is. As long as judges have unlimited power and unchallenged authority, and as long as communist-inspired district attorneys and judges are in power, there will be no justice in the land. None in America, I swear to God. From civil case to criminal case, we see Negro gangbangers released on no cash bail every single day of the frickin' week. Come on. There's immunity on criminal charges for crimes as serious as rape, assault, child trafficking, battery, attempted murder, even murder, multiple counts. If you are not a special person, you're going to rot your ass in jail. You understand? You're going to be there 7, 8, 10, 12 months just waiting for a chance to have a trial. You're going to rot unless you can afford Perry Mason. Bad news. Perry Mason isn't real. I'm so sorry. Neither is Matlock for the defense. Ours is indeed a nation with special rights for special people. If you're not one of those special people, you're pretty well screwed. You better mind your P's and Q's, because if you get busted, your ass is gone. Negroes have been granted a special status called protected class. Now, while Negroes do not have such Non-Negroes do not have such protections. Only the blacks do. This status, this protected status, means that anybody committing any crime of nearly any nature against a protected class citizen, a black guy, is automatically classified as a hate criminal and then condemned to the tender mercies of the justice system. Woo-hoo, whoopee. Once an infraction is labeled a hate crime, hey, it goes federal. It's not the state anymore. It's not the county. It's the big guys. It's Uncle Sam. That means that non-Negroes who do anything against Negroes are going to face charges of systemic racism, bigotry, and the worst of all, the mind-reading hate crime. Crime that proves that they can read your mind and determine your motivation. Yeah, right, whatever. Guys going to prison every day on that. Just using a forbidden word, in a word like the word nigger, okay? That word can put you in a federal prison 5 to 10 years. Also remember that federal prosecutors have a bottomless checkbook, which results in a 94% conviction rate. Of course. I mean, once you're in jail, non-Negro, non-protected class, you're going to wait at least 3 to 8 months before you even go to trial, and by then, the federal case against you will be so damned airtight, even Perry Mason, Earl Stanley Gardner's hero, couldn't get you out of that one. Depending on your race, your gender, your wealth, and your fame, you will be treated with according corruption. According levels and levels of corruption. And without equality, there is no such thing as equality under the law. Not in this country. No way in hell. If you think it sucks, sure it sucks. Come on, think about it a minute, man. Joe Lunchbox commits a crime. Joe Movie Star commits the same crime. Joe Lunchbox is screwed. Joe Movie Star will probably walk. On what? You name it. Let's go to chapter 29. 28 just really makes me, in the words of my sainted grandmother, makes my ass hurt. All right, 29. Step 5. The general acceptance and endorsement of abominations such as gay marriage. Marriage between a man and a woman used to be the bulwark of our society, the cornerstone of our culture. This building block is now in danger of complete destruction. Kick out the cornerstone and watch the whole damn thing come a-tumbling down. It's an abomination. The legalization, the public recognition of gay marriage, which is an abhorrent practice. It's deviant, it's abhorrent, is even more disgusting and appalling than the idea itself. I mean, how can we have been so brainwashed, so mentally conditioned as to not only accept, but support and legislate and institutionalize gay marriage? Good God Almighty. Thanks to Moscow and now Beijing, this is our new reality. Wake up, America. It sucks, but you're stuck with it because you did it to yourselves. Oh, you make my ass hurt. Thanks to Moscow and Beijing. You know, gay relationships are not natural. There's nothing genetic about it. There's nothing biological about it. This is proven in study after study. Most gays are literally turned in early adolescence, usually by a family member or a trusted adult. These people are formed by the deranged minds of those who would turn them. People who have a tendency to have sex with others of the same sex, they need treatment. They don't need to be coddled. Contrary to communist-inspired propaganda, there is no single case in nature, anywhere, in any bona fide study or report, where same-sex activity takes place among animals. Come on. And don't talk about the earthworm to me. Earthworms don't have a sex. So keep this in mind. Yes, we're in trouble. Monday we're going to read chapter 30, and that is step 6, the acceptance of extramarital sex, let's call it what it is, shacking up, and producing illegitimate offspring. Let's use the word having little bastards. I pray for the kids. And we're going to read chapter 31, which is step 7 of 10, acceptance of large-scale, massive dishonesty by politicians at all levels. And we say, well, that's just the way they do it. You guys make my ass hurt. You have walked into this with a song in your heart and a smile on your face, and you're getting screwed in the process. Good luck with that. Talk to you next week.